Hello and welcome to this video. It's going to talk about innovation and best practice using Microsoft Teams and other tools and techniques. So this is a session that I delivered to staff development at Blackpool-on-the-Fylde College. I'm Colette Mazzola. I'm a senior tutor at Blackpool-on-the-Fylde College. So without further ado, let's have a look at the presentation and some of the tools that I've used. So here you can see the presentation, innovation and practice. Within my presentation, I have got a few quotes, so please bear with me. I must admit, I do love a good quote. So this one, technology doesn't lessen the need for great teachers. So yes, we are still needed. This is great to know. The objectives are to showcase some of the tools that I've been using in my practice over the past few months. So the first one that I wanted to showcase to you was Pro Profs. So I will just open this on the website for you just to show you. It basically allows you to create starter activities for your students. So as you can see here, I've done a bit of a word search, and students will have to do that before they can, whilst I'm getting myself set up, let's say. So if I just navigate to that, it's in real time. So this is one that's been created just as a random one. So you'd basically be looking for the words and hopefully getting some of them right. It gives them an opportunity to just get going and just get started basically with the session, get them thinking, get them engaged. So that was something I'd used, and students actually really liked it. So I thought it was good to show. The second thing that I really wanted to showcase to you today was Flipgrid. Now, Flipgrid is one of my ultimate favourite platforms to use. The way I've used it in a couple of different scenarios. I've used it for introductions, so introductions as in on your induction, students introduce themselves to each other. So my web technology students, they introduced themselves to each other. We've got a few there. I'll just play Tom's for you. He said it's okay for him to show you.
Hi, I'm Tom. I'm 21 years old, and I'm into all things outdoors, mountain biking, climbing. I'm an explorer scout leader, and I love playing games and doing all that kind of stuff.
Great introduction. Get to know a little bit more about him. So another one, a really good one, really clear.
Hi, my name is Harrison. I'm on the Web Technologies and Digital Media course. A fun fact that you might not know about me is that I am an excellent cook, and I've tried and failed to launch 2 businesses, but that's just life experience, and that's pretty much it.
Great engagement. We can really get to know our students that way. So that was one way I've used it. Another way that I've used it is for reflection. So specifically with my apprenticeship students, this is Ellie. She's just going to tell you what she's been up to in the session.
Useful going over everything that we've done so far and adding to our Padlets. I noticed that I've got some bits missing, so that was really useful because now I know what I need to go over and research and find out more about. So today I've been focusing on looking at the customer life cycle and main components of digital and social media strategies.
So as you can see, it's so powerful because it gives them an opportunity to create a revision guide and reflect on what they've actually been doing. So it was really powerful in that respect. Now, the way I used it in staff development was I wanted to get to know the people in my session. So I asked them to basically introduce themselves. And as you can see, we've got an absolute wealth of videos here. So the community is strong. I'm just going to pick out one video in particular that I absolutely love. It's hilarious. So here's Brian introducing himself.
Hi everyone. Well, as teachers, I guess we wear so many different hats. So I chose this one. Thank you so much, Colette, for putting this idea together. I've started using Flipgrid a little bit with my own students.
How fun is that? How fun and creative is that? So as you can see, Brian's really taken to it and he's having a bit of fun with it, which is what learning should be. It should be fun and engaging. So that's Flipgrid. That's how I've used it specifically. So for introductions and reflections. It can be used in many other ways. These are just 2 specific ways that I've used it. Another great quote. Technology will never replace great teachers, but technology in the hands of a great teacher can be transformational. Love that. So in Microsoft Teams, you can actually embed a Kahoot quiz. I'll show you this. So in Microsoft Teams, I've embedded my Kahoot quiz right at the top here. So as you can see, and it's got all of my Kahoot quizzes that I have on my Kahoot. So I've only got a few in this account just to keep it simpler for you guys to know. So I basically set this up, this logo quiz for my staff. So I can click on this little button and I can assign it to this group. And I can set a time, I can set randomized order of the questions, etc, etc. Once I've set that up, it will basically populate as a post in the team. So here you can see that it's set it up, it's giving them reminders that the time's running out. Whilst that is amazing because it updates itself, on the back end in Kahoot you have reports. So I have this report here, staff development quiz, and I can go here and I can actually download this report as an Excel spreadsheet. When I open the spreadsheet, it gives me an absolute wealth of data that will help me differentiate my learning materials for my students. So here you get a basic overview, then you can have a summary. So I can have a question by question summary, and just at a very, very quick glance, I can see that question 3 needs a little bit of work, question 8 needs a little bit of work, and that's it really. So I can drill down now. I can look at question 3 and see how many students got it wrong, what they got wrong, and how I can improve it. So it gives me an idea. It gives me the students' names as well. So obviously I can target my teaching and learning to that specific student. So powerful. Another great thing about the Kahoot dashboard on reports is it does give you a summary, like a real-time summary. So I can see here that 64% of my students got the answers right. So it's identified here that four students need specific help. So that's these 4 students because they got more questions wrong than the rest of the cohort. So really, really rich data there, as you can see. And it also tells me if students didn't finish the quiz. So there you can see that there's a few that didn't actually get to finish it. Whilst this is just dummy data and it was something that I used in a staff development session, you can see the power behind it and how we can use it to develop our teaching and learning. So that's Kahoot quiz. Another quote. The biggest part of our digital transformation is changing the way we think. Now, I think this is so true. It's not about, I'm going to use technology to do this. It's about making it fun, engaging, and changing your mindset. I completely agree. So I have been using Microsoft Teams the past couple of years, and I have done quite a bit of research on it, to be fair. As part of my PhD, I've written a few papers, and one of the papers focuses around the 5 C's of 21st century skills. So it doesn't focus on the skills we're teaching students whilst we're in a classroom. It looks to develop the skills for students outside of the classroom. So what are we embedding into our curriculum that will help students in the future? So anyway, if you're interested in that, you can have a look on ResearchGate, and my profile should pop up, Colette Mazzola, and all of my papers are available there if you would like to go and have a look at them. You're more than welcome to. I always love a bit of feedback, so get in touch if you do. Then finally, I would like to finish on one of my favourite things I've come across over the past few months actually, which is using OneNote. OneNote, apologies. And I've built an escape the room type activity. So I will just navigate to my team once again, click on the little drop down, and I'll go to my test escape room. So obviously it is only a test because I was just playing around with it to showcase it to staff. So here I've got lots of information. So welcome to my team. In order to go into the next room, you must uncover the password. You can have little emojis here. Windows key and full stop if you want to use the emojis. You can embed videos, so I've got a video in there. That's from YouTube, that's from Microsoft Streams. There's different platforms you can use. And here I've given them the password to this. So to get into the next room, they click on the little arrow and then they click on room 1. When they get to room 1 though, it's locked. So they need to put the password in to continue. When they put the password in, they obviously unlock the room. So again, you can have all sorts of different things. And here I've just got a couple of images, a couple of emojis and different things. But I want to go into the next room. I'm eager to get through. So the password to the next room is 2. Because I'm creative like that, you see. So when it unlocks, so yeah, you can see, well done. You've got through to the final room. You can embed Flipgrid videos. Another great thing is you can embed evaluation forms. So if you wanted to capture some data whilst they're going through the escape rooms, you can just embed a Microsoft form, which is so easy to do. So that's escape the rooms. So this can be contextualized to any curriculum area. Any curriculum area can use it for different things. I know that some colleagues in lifestyle and management have done a interview technique, escape the room, where they have to go through a set of different rules and regulations to get to the next room, to get to the interview, things like that. There's one where you have to do uncover codes, and there's maths quizzes. There's all sorts of different things you can do, but it's so innovative. It's definitely worthwhile having a go at that. And that's pretty much all I've got for you guys. So I do hope this has been useful. If you would like to add me on LinkedIn or Twitter, please feel free. I'm always happy to share research and collaborate. So if you do have anything you would like to collaborate on, please just get in touch. I'd love that. Thanks for listening. Bye.